Hey everybody, it's Miriam here at Paper Wheels from the Paper Wheels studio, home of the Wheelchair Crafter here. I thought I would bring you along and just do a quick video today. Won't be a long one. I'm recovering from a surgery I had on my foot, so I've kind of got an odd camera set up here. I got to keep my foot elevated at all times, so hey, I have an odd camera set up, but I think it'll work out just fine, and you can see my project, and we'll just see how we go along. The inspiration from this project came from Shabby Dabby Doodah. She did, not sure what she called them most recently on her channel. So I took her idea and altered it slightly. Simplifies it a little bit for me, and it makes a nice hidden journaling spot when you do this. So all I have here are several of my 49, I believe these are 49 and market, yes. And these are the 6x8 pages. Just folded them in half. I haven't really pressed the fold down good. I just got them folded so that they would be ready to go here. Save a little time. Obviously you know how to fold paper, so I don't have to show you how to do that. So all I'm doing is creasing down my line here, and then I just have my paper here. Decide what you want on the inside, what you want on the outside. This is obviously is going to be where the hidden part is, and all we're going to do is fold it in half, peck out a good spot, make myself a little bit more room to work here. So I'll lay these off to the side. Forgive me for my camera setup, but it works for now. All right, and then I'm going to decide, this is going to be a pocket. We're going to have a pocket in the front, and let's see, I think I want it to open, no, I want it to open this way. It's going to go down. The top part, we're going to cut this in half, and the top part's going to open up. The bottom part's going to become a pocket. So decide where you want your pocket. Obviously you want to have a little bit more. I try to shoot for maybe 2 inches up. So I'm going to measure where my 2-inch would be. Oh yeah. So, which on this particular piece of paper, I think if I cut right above these leaves here, that will make a good spot. So I'm going to try to line it up here and do my best to cut straight. You know how that goes. I'm not always the straightest cutter in the world, but okay, we'll go for it. Try to line it up here and cut it on my, if I can see through there. Okay, there's the top. And I'm just using this ruler to guide my knife so I can cut it easier. And you don't want to do that, Miriam. You want to open it up. That way you don't cut through both pieces of your cardstock or your paper. I'm calling it cardstock because this stuff is as heavy as cardstock. I'm not sure what GSM the 49 and market papers are, but all right, so there we go. Let's see if we can get this lined up good again. Where did we have that before? Let's see. Looks like it's going to be at the 10 again. Eyeballing it as straight as I can get here, and I'm not going to cut across my fold. I just want to cut from the fold outwards. So we're just going to take the knife and just, oh, my ruler wants to slip on me. There we go. If I can get it marked good, then I can come back and finish my cut with my scissors. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had it good and straight there. So all I'm going to do now, I've marked it. I'm going to take my scissors and just simply cut along my marked line here. Forgive me if my head ends up in the shot while I'm cutting. Just going to cut along that line and hope that it's straight. Probably be better if I use bigger scissors, but that's all right. I can always straighten it out later if I need to. It's actually not going so badly for me. All right, so now we have a cut like that. So you have a pocket here, and this opens up. So we're going to glue our pocket down. If you want to make a notch in it, now would be a good time to just come along and punch your little notch here. Fortunately, I didn't bring my notch puncher along here, so, and for ease of simplicity, I'm going to just simply use my 3M score tape here. And I'm going to put a piece along the bottom and the side to create my pocket. It will take up a little bit more room probably by using this, but it's all right as long as my tag still fits. And I believe I have a tag handy I can get to that I can show you how this is supposed to work. If you want to think this as a, you know, the stables for horses, how the door stays closed at the bottom and opens up on the top. Same effect. That's basically what we're doing here. So bring this piece down, and I cut it too long, so trim that off. No, I'm not going to do any decorating today. I'm just going to kind of show you how to put these together and throw a few of them together. They can be decorated when you know what journal they're going in, or if you wanted to just do a bunch of mass make to have these ready to go in a journal, this would be a good way to do that. Okay. Well, these come up real easy on, I said it too soon, didn't I? There we go. Trash. I'm just going to close. Oh, before I do that, go ink along my edge. Almost forgot. You want to ink that edge or punch it. Once you get it down, it's difficult to do. So I'm just using my walnut stain today. Yeah, you can see okay. Just making sure I'm in the video here. And just going to ink my edges here. And it doesn't matter because that's going to be on the inside. I'm going to only ink the outside here so you could. Ink it. If you don't ink, then no worries. Don't worry about it. Just glue it down and it's ready to go. And if you wanted to round corners on these along all your four corners once you're done, you could do that. I'm not going to today. All right, so that's ready to go down. We're gonna put that part down. This is brand new score tape, and it's pretty reliable. So that's what I'm using today. Got a little piece there that didn't quite cut right. So do that, and then we'll take a little bit of ink there and cover up that little white. We'll go around here, give it a little more ink along all my edges. Then I'll show you how we're going to create our hidden journaling spot here. You probably already got it figured out on your own, but I'm going to show you. It's a very simple process. I don't know if these have a name, and I'm not the first to do it by any means. I mean, there's only so many ways you can fold cut paper, right? Probably anything that I come up with's been done out there somewhere. So I don't claim to be the one that does it, came up with it or anything. All right, let's put that over. And then I have some copy dyed paper that I'm just going to, hopefully I can tear it with my tear ruler. Just measure it to put across here. I don't want to go all the way to the edges, so I'll just do this to see if I can fold it about where I want it. Trying to get it, I want just a little edge around it, not quite as much as I had there. There we go. That's probably will be good. A lot of times it's easier for me if I don't use a care ruler. So what I do with a paper like this is I'll just get a really nice crease in it. And usually, unless I'm tearing against the grain on the paper, it should just tear right across here without any problem. I like that torn edge look anyway, so just gonna tear it. The piece tears a little awkward. We'll just come back and trim that little bit off with the scissors. To make that even. All right. And this is going to go along here. Okay, that's good that way. Let's see. Let's go to about right. It's about a 1/2 inch off there is all we need to take off. Hopefully it'll tear well this way for me. And then you can just use your glue stick and just glue it down. And if you work faster than I do, you can whip out a whole bunch of these in no time at all. I'm going to reach for a tag here so I can show you how these work with the hidden part. Here we go. Alright. Get one that I know is going to fit in my pocket here. Okay. Forgive my dog, they're snoring in the background. She can get quite loud when she's sleeping. Alrighty. Getting my glue stick here. I'm still around, I haven't gone anywhere. Alright, here we go. Now we have this, and I'm simply just going to, it's all in, make sure it's all on the inside. I'll give us all that nice writing space there. And going to just glue it down. Use whatever glue stick you like. This happens to be one I have handy. And if I can get the lid off of it. Well, let's try my other one I got laying over here. I don't think that one's been opened yet. Hopefully it won't be as hard to get open. Nothing wants to cooperate today. Anyway, you're going to glue this down inside here. We're going to say that we did even though we didn't, okay? And then that closes up. And when you put these in your journal, the tag goes in the front of this so that you put your corresponding tag in there. And now you have your hidden journaling spot in your pocket. This is just an extra tag. Obviously, you could cut one to fit there best. And then you have your pocket with your, take the tag out, and you have your hidden journaling spot. You don't have to put paper up here if you don't want to. I just set to darker green, so that's why I was going to put this here, but since my glue's not cooperating, we're going to skip that process part of it today. And there with the knife on the floor. Okay, so anyway, we got one done. I'll show you one other alternative to this. If you wanted to, if you had a different size paper that you wanted to use. I had some old Tim Holtz papers. really not sure. I think they might be 6 by 10 rather than 6 by 8. I'm not 100% sure on that. Just guessing. I've already folded it. Let me double check my measurements here and we'll see. Yeah, I think it's 6 by 10. These do not have to be perfectly lined up here. It's best that the door part that's closing, that it matches up on here. It does not have to exactly match up on the inside part. Now, when Tina did these in Shabby Dabby Doodle, she was using digital papers and folded this part down. I think for our purposes that would probably make our paper too thick. So what I'm going to do is take my scissors and cut as straight as I can, and I'm simply going to take the corner off my paper right here. And I don't want it to get down to where it's going to be past my pocket. I'm just going to take that off, just right across like that. Okay? Then that's going to go down like that. And we're going to glue on this edge and this edge this time. We're going to go ahead and glue that part down. Again, I'm using my score tape. And this is going to be another one that I would put paper down on the inside for my hidden journaling spot. I'm filming here. Okay. Sorry about that. Just letting my partner know I was filming so he didn't interrupt my video here. Well, might have been entertaining if he had it though. Never know. Might be even more entertaining to talk him into getting on here and making something for you, which would never happen. But that's okay. Alright, so this one we're just going to put right up through here. And essentially it's the same thing, only our paper's longer and it leads to triple folding instead of double folding. So it just depends on what papers you have that you might want to use. You can do these either way. Alrighty, so then that part just folds up like that. Use my scissors here as my bone folder. I use whatever's handy on my desk at the time. Hope I'm not quite all the way out of film there. No, I'm not. So I'm going to press this part down. And then we would bring this part over. Decide again where you want your pocket. It could be wherever you'd like it. You can eyeball this. You can use your knife. You can cut it. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but our city fire siren's going off in the background. I got my windows open, so probably could hear that quite loud. Must be a city fire somewhere. So I'm going to cut this as straight as I can. Rather than using the knife this time, it's just much easier for me to do it that way. Okay, and then I'm going to come along, glue the edges down on this. Shame I can't get that glue stick open, but oh well. Just gonna put this across the bottom and up the edge here to create the pocket. Something happened out there. Not sure what, but something. Hopefully, whatever happened, nobody's injured. I always think when I hear our fire siren go off, I always hope that there's nobody out there injured. Never know. And we live right along a highway, interstate, not really interstate, highway, Route 50. And there's stoplights and things, so it could be out at near the highway. Really not sure what it would be. Didn't hear any crash happen, so. Of course, we're a smaller city, even if it's just an auto accident, to get the volunteer guys in and things, they will set off the city fire alarm. Just a smaller city. Those come off so much easier. I just love that. Okay, then we have our pocket here. I didn't ink along the edge, but I don't know how much ink will show on this paper anyway, with it being the dark colors. And if you have a paper that's kind of a little wild print, you could always use it for the inside because it kind of disguises it. And I don't know if you see, you know how the vintage wallpapers, you know, they're pretty loud and proud sometimes. So we have that. Then you would take your copy die paper, in this case, and just simply measure a piece to put here. And you would have that as a hidden journaling spot. You would have this area back here to put a hidden tag or paper. And then your tag would go in the front. You close that, and it would simply go in the front like this. And you have that. And we made this one. We're going to pretend that's my tag there. And then we made this one as well. We can simply use my copy dyed paper here to slip into my pocket. There we go. Yeah. And that's how you do these simple little hidden journaling spot pockets. Get 2 versions there. Here we go. That's what I have for you today, guys. I know it went a long video, but I will be back tomorrow with another one, and we'll see what the next day brings in our 100 days of junk journaling challenge. See y'all later. Next video. Bye for now.